What's up, guys? My name's Devin, otherwise known as Euromut, and welcome to the first official video of the channel. So, the primary focus of this channel is going to be my B5 S4. I have another car. I have a Mark IV 180 Jetta, but that needs a lot more in the overall aspect of things than the S4. It needs a good amount. The S4 isn't in terrible condition, but it's not in the best condition. We're just gonna start with that car. You guys will eventually see the 180 car. My wife also has a Mark IV VR6 Jetta that has some trans issues that you guys will probably end up seeing that. But the primary focus is going to be my B5 S4, which you guys will see shortly. So I'll give a little bit of a backstory on the car. I bought it from a friend who got it from a friend, and he didn't even really know too much about it when he got it. So when I bought it, I was kind of going in blind. All I knew is that it made no boost. We couldn't figure out why. It took me quite a long time to just pull the trigger and say, screw it, let's replace the turbos. But it didn't smoke. It didn't make any weird noises. It just didn't make any boost. It drove fine. So 6 months later, I ended up just saying screw it, pulled the trigger on having the turbos replaced, and those blew 2 weeks later. Now mind you, I bought Rotomaster turbos. Now that I've owned the car for a little bit and talked to some people, you can't cheap out on these cars, and I've learned that the hard way. So that happened, and I couldn't afford to have them replaced again. I couldn't afford to pay somebody to replace them. The turbos were under warranty, and I ended up swapping them out for, and forgive me for slaughtering this if I do, but Mahles, M-A-H-L-E-S, swapped them out for those, and I thought maybe those would be better. And I did it myself. Did the turbo replacement myself that time. And those lasted about 2 weeks as well. So my current standings with the car, I've gone through 2 sets of turbos. It could be the feed lines that are the issue. It could be the tune that's on the car, the wiring harness, all the janky stuff going on. There's just so many factors I think could be an issue. I'm redoing it all to everything that I can. After talking to a good amount of people in the community, especially I got to give a shout out to Blake Beetle at ET Spec. He's been a big help, big influence. I'm going to link his website below. I bought basically everything for my car through his website. Very helpful guy, quick to respond, very knowledgeable. He's the one that's tuning the car. Parts came quick. Recommend him for really anything when it comes to a B5 S4. That being said, talked to him. He recommended a setup with what goals I have in mind, as far as power and reliability purposes and everything like that. So as of right now, my plan is to go BorgWarner KO4s. If you know B5 S4s, you know that those turbos are hard to kill. From what I've heard, B5 S4s and BorgWarner KO4s and E, that's just the top of the peak as far as adding power and also retaining whatever sense of reliability there is in an S4. So BorgWarner KO4s, E85. I'm rebuilding my trans with the JHM full rebuild kit because I did hurt the 1-2 collar during the short time that it did run. I got a new wiring harness coming in to replace. I got a Ringer Stage 4 clutch. Just doing a bunch. The level 3 timing kit, service kit from ET Spec. So upper end reseal, essentially everything except from the head gaskets. Chain tensioner gaskets, all that good stuff, doing the timing, water pump, all that. I'm just going to do everything I can to try and get it to the point where I can drive it for more than 2 weeks, hopefully get a good season out of it and enjoy it, and maybe further down the road contemplate a single turbo build. I'm not really sure what I want to do as far as that's concerned, but I know that right now I got a corner full of parts that I got to put in at some point soon, and want to share that experience with you guys. I don't really know too much about the car, so we're gonna learn together. I know enough to know enough, but as far as this much stuff, we're gonna be kind of learning together as we go. So I guess without further ado, I'll show you the car. When I said corner full of parts, that's all stuff for the S4. There's gonna be an unboxing video coming soon. I won't lie, I did kind of get a little excited and I dug into a little bit, but most of it has not been opened. So unboxing video coming soon. Oh, it looks like the wind already started half of my job for me. somewhat off. It's windy and this one's corded underneath, so I'm not taking it all the way if you guys can see the front end. So this is the S4. Nothing too special. It's like I said, it's not the worst car in the world, but it definitely needs some love. Like the clear is bad. There's like stuff like that. I have lowering springs that I might install when I do the turbo install and stuff. I haven't decided yet. It needs some love. I plan on respaying it at some point, but you know, right now my main focus is getting it running mechanically sound. Cosmetics will come after, for sure. Looking at the interior, there's nothing special. It does have the sport package white Panda Alcantara interior, but it needs some love. It needs some cleaning. It is an extremely hard interior to keep clean. The leather's in a little bit of rough shape, and like there's some fake carbon up on the center trim piece, but I plan on fixing all this little by little. Like I said, mechanically sound first, and then fix all the other stuff that annoys me, like simple stuff like this. Quickly, oh, it's already plumbed. Quickly show you guys under here. So, primarily pretty stock right now. There's a lot of issues. I'm holding the hood up with my hand, so I can't really go too in depth, but like vacuum line right there is all cracked. You got this like headlight hell, which I like to call it. Wiring harness is just all over the place. I did not do that wrap job, so don't come for me for that. That was not me. But yeah, I mean, you can't really see much from here, but it's pretty stock. It just has some issues. I would start it, but I would probably smoke out the entire neighborhood because my exhaust is extremely saturated in oil. But yeah, here she is. So there you have it. There's the S4. It's not the worst car in the world, but it's definitely rough around the edges. And hopefully you guys will join me on the journey of me learning more about the chassis and kind of forming my dream of that chassis out of that car. I've wanted one of those for a while, so I'm definitely excited to tear into it with you guys. Next video is going to be the unboxing of all that crap I have in that corner, and then we'll start tearing into it. So this is it for now. Just wanted to stop and kind of introduce myself, show the car, give a little bit of a backstory plan going forward as far as what I want to do with it, and hopefully you guys will stop in for the next ones. Appreciate you guys. Peace.